Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, looking over some of the new information here in the Weather Center, and still feel fairly confident of the season's first flakes of snow, along with some of the coldest air of the season. So a lot to cover. Let's first start with live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar. It is dry. It will stay that way through at least the midnight hour. So if you're heading out this evening, really no weather problems, and enjoy the somewhat milder air because it will turn a lot colder, courtesy of an Arctic cold front. There are cold fronts, and then there are Arctic cold fronts, and these Arctic cold fronts, well, they really mean business as far as knocking down the temperature. Coldest air of the autumn season, though it will be short-lived. We're not talking about the rest of the week and into the weekend, but rather just for a couple of days. But with the arrival of this very cold air, there'll be some moisture. Initially, it's mild enough for some rain late tonight, well after midnight. But as we get into the early part of the morning commute, as the cold air really starts to rush in, some of that rain changing over to some wet snow. Now, we're not talking about a snowstorm and, plows and shovels and things like that. However, a thin, slushy coating, not out of the range of possibilities here. So that's what we're going to go with for early tomorrow morning. So I would certainly allow for some extra travel time. I mean, the commute is manageable, but you'll certainly need extra travel time. And then moderating temperatures by the end of the week. We'll get readings back up into the 50s as warmer air makes a comeback. But we are dry, partly cloudy in Providence right now. South Bay Retirement Living Center coming in at 48 degrees. So it's obviously well above freezing as the colder air is yet to arrive. Other temperatures include upper 40s to near, 50 in Westerly, Newport 48, and here in Providence 48 degrees. Taunton checking in at 49. All right, where is this moisture? Well, notice it's well to our north and west. Notice initially in the front part it's green, that's rain, and then on the back side of this you see the little sliver of blue to the north. That is the wet snow. So it starts as rain, goes over to wet snow. Now this whole thing is a fast mover. I mean, 9 o'clock in the morning, it's out of here. It's moving offshore. In fact, may actually end the day with a little bit of sunshine. Futurecast shows us well. I'm really going to take you through this hour by hour with a lot of detail here. Starting at 7 o'clock this evening, we're essentially dry. Clouds are rolling in. Put this into motion. And now let's jump ahead to like around 2 o'clock in the morning, well after midnight. Most of us are sleeping, not everybody, but you see a little bit of light rain starting to work into our northern suburbs. Again, green is rain, blue is snow. Notice 5 o'clock in the morning, an area of rain, but already northwestern suburbs are starting to change over to some wet snow at 5 o'clock in the morning. Here we are, 7 a.m. The back edge of this precipitation is wet snow. The coast is probably rain changing to snow, but look, it's already dry to our north and west. And by 10 o'clock in the morning, most of it's offshore. We dry out with some clouds, and then very late in the day and towards the evening hours, some clearing skies, a little sunshine to end the day, and the temperatures will tumble. And then we'll really open the doors for bitter cold air tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, and into Wednesday. Futurecast for this evening and tonight. Initially, we're just cloudy, then some light rain arriving after midnight. Rain changing to snow early tomorrow morning with those thin, slushy coatings, primarily on grassy surfaces and car tops. Temperatures in the mid-30s. It dries out during the afternoon. It's brisk and colder. This 40s deceiving. The temperature will drop really all afternoon long. 7-day Futurecast shows the coldest air of the season on Wednesday. 39 for the high, only 23 for the early morning low. Still chilly on Thursday, and then the temperatures start to moderate later in the week and by the weekend. Here's the breakdown hour by hour. Certainly 7 a.m. mixed precipitation, 36. It does dry out at noontime, and then by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, some partial sunshine, but temperatures falling. Once we get through some of this messy weather early tomorrow morning, the rest of the week is fairly quiet, and the bigger weather story will be the cold temperatures. But look, by Saturday and Sunday, readings are back up well into the 50s. So bottom line, it's not a snowstorm, but it's certainly something that needs to be respected for the early morning commute as far as travel time.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Tony.